Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today I will talk about the supplication of Rumi to God. It starts as Ey Khudawi binazi ishar kon goosh rachu halkadadi ze sukhan. I cannot read all the Persian text because it's too long, so I will read only the English translation. O God, you have no equal. Show favor, since you have bestowed on our ear listening power, then please do another favor. Hold our ears and take us to the assembly where they drink pure wine of God beyond this world. O the Lord of religion, as the smell of that wine has reached us, now don't close the mouth of the wine skin. Since the men and women all drink from you, you are free giver, O the receiver of prayers and yearnings. Many unspoken prayers are answered by you, and every moment you bestow hundreds of door openings. You have scribed some letters of writing on stones, rocks, and have changed soft into wax the stones. The noon of every eyebrows, the sad of eyes, and the gem of ears as a distraction of many minds and conscience. Because of those letters, weave subtle coils, destroy letters because you are the best scriber, O Lord. Every time, in accordance with your greatness, you draw pictures of beauty and fantasies, perfect for every thought on the non-existent pages. You draw words of wonderful meanings of the tablet of ideas like eyes, faces, cheeks, and moles. Let me go drunk in the world non-existent, not here, because the beloved of the non-existence is more trustworthy. He created the intellect reader of those figures so that he might put an end to its contrivances. Supplication number 2, a drop of wine of divine love. Find a solution for this bewildered heart and grant an arrow for this bent bow. You spelt a drop of wine on earth from that sacred goblet of mercy. Therefore the traces of that drop is visible on the locks and faces of beauty, which makes the king lick that earth. There is same drop that attracts people to earth and make them kiss it with 100 hearts. Since one drop mixed with earth makes you go mad like Majnun, then think how effective will the divine wine will be. Everyone has torn with emotion his collar in the presence of a piece that has received a drop of beauty. The same drop is in action in the moon and in the sun and Aries and God's throne on chair, Arsh, and on Saturn. Shall I call that drop an elixir? Since from contacting with it, so many splendors arise. O accomplished man, seriously seek contact with it. None shall touch it except the purified ones. One drop is poured on gold and rubies, one on wine and dessert and fruits. One drop is poured on the face of beauty. Think how pure that wine is. When that pure drop at the time of death separates from this body, you bury whatever is remained. And why do you treat like that? Then the spirit displays its beauty without the corpse. I fail to describe the loveliness of that meeting. When the moon shows its full out of the cloud, it is not possible to describe the glory and majesty. How delightful is the sea of painless life, of which the 7 seas are only a dewdrop, when the sake of a lust. If it was reasonable, I would shout from the other world, but silent I remain, as it is not allowed. Supplication number 3. O God, who has changed, transmuted one clod of earth into gold, and other clod into father, Adam, of mankind, your work is to transmute things openly with mercy. My work is mistake, forgetfulness, and error. Transmute my mistakes, forgetfulness, and error by means of knowledge. I am full of anger and aggression. Change them into patience and forbearance. You change salty earth into bread, and the bread and dead bread put into life. You change a piece of earth into universe and increase stars on earth. He who makes this world a source of life, death comes to him sooner than to others. The eye of the heart that casts on the universe watches that there in this world, from this world, God performs continual chemistry. Ever since you came into being, you were either fire, wind, or earth. If you stayed like that, you would never reach the high goal. The transmuter did not keep you in the first state. A fresh and new state took its place. In the same way, 100,000 states of existence, one after another, the second always better than the other, the first one. You have gained the successive lives from non-existence. Why now you turn away your face from being existent in Him? Since the second life is better than the past ones, then look for annihilation and worship the transmuter. From inanimateness you travel towards vegetation, and from there to real life. Then you came to reason and good conscious, and then to non-dimensional world. Up to the sea are the footprints, but in the sea they disappear. Since you have seen eternity within non-existent, then why are you tied so much to this physical body and world? So, O crow, hand over this life to be a falcon. In front of divine changes, sacrifice your life. Give away the old, rotten, stinking dress to blind men. Hence the worldly are blind of heart, because they drink muddy water. When the bird that can fly remains helpless on the earth, it is anguish, full of grief and pains, because he wants to fly again. O giver of power, steadfastness and stability, give the people freedom from the instability. In the job business that needs stability, please give the lazy ego regularity to that. Bestow on them patience and grant them heavy scales, and keep them free from frauds and cheaters. Protect them from envy, so that they may not follow the cursed devil. Let the bad people burn their jealousy of their riches and healthy bodies, as laymen burn with envy. See how kings lead their armies to battle, and due to envy kill their own relatives. These ladies, who are kindest creatures on earth, when they have comrade as a second wife, they kill themselves because of envy. If demon and human beings fall into envy, they cannot attain the eternal richness and high stage. And Rumi summarizes with these lines in the Mathnawi. Saf khauhi chashm aqlo samara bardaran tu pardahay tamara. Har ke dur az dawat rahman babad او گدا چشم است اگر سلطان بود. هیچ کنج بدد دام نیست جز به خلوتگاه حق آرام نیست. If you want your eyes, reason and listening system, then tear off the curtains of greed. Those who keep away from God's invitation, they have beggar's eyes even if they look like king. There is no corner in this world without wild animals and traps, and therefore there is no peace except in the vicinity of God. Thank you.